So I'm the senior relationship manager. So that means I go out and see new customers, and also I look after my existing book of customers that I have done for the last sort of 3 or 4 years. Favourite thing? There's a lot of things I love about working out. I mean, it's a fantastic job. I really enjoy the people I work with. I think we've got a great team at Yorkshire Payments, and I think that you know, we have a lot of fun actually, as well as working. We have a good time together, and I really enjoy seeing customers. I'm lucky in my job because I go out and I meet all kinds of different people in all kinds of different businesses, and no 2 days are the same. So I would say those two things really are probably my favourite things about working for Yorkshire Payments. The furthest I've travelled is probably up to Stockton-on-Tees, that kind of area. But I mean, going back a few years, I've travelled where I've had to go from like Whitby to Sheffield, or you know, so I've covered some really big areas, even just, you know, just in a day, where I've done like a 9 o'clock in, you know, Hull, and then 5 o'clock I'm doing one in, you know, Morecambe or something silly. So yeah, I've covered a lot, but now I cover a smaller area. Yeah, there is. There's a lot of things. I mean, I think that, you know, what comes to mind first and foremost is the customer service. I think a lot of the time in our industry, you deal with the salesperson, and that's the only time you see somebody face to face. You then passed on to, you know, the terminal will come from one place, the acquirer will be another place, and the accountability, the ability to get in touch with other companies can be really difficult. We all experience it. I don't want to talk about certain national companies, you know, they're a nightmare. You can't get hold of them. It's 0800 number, it's 0345. You speak it, you're on hold, you've got to press option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or, you know, up to 10. You speak to a different person every time. All those things are really frustrating, especially for busy business people. With Yorkshire Payments, you know where we are. We're in these beautiful offices right in the centre of Brickhouse. We're 7 days a week. We're 8 AM to 11 PM. If you want to come see us for a coffee, or you can, or we'll come and see you, and we end up with a great relationship with our customers as a result, because ultimately we want referrals. You know, we want our customers to speak well of us and refer us into other businesses. So that's a real kind of long game that we play that I think a lot of our competitors don't. They're just looking at, you know, how can I get a signature on this piece of paper today, and that's it. So I would say that's a real big difference. I mean, you know, there's too numerous really in it to, you know, to mention. I think that it's the way of the world now. There's a place for cash, of course. I mean, you know, if someone wants to use it, fine. But I mean, I think most people in their day-to-day life now, especially with the advent of contactless. Contactless came in at like a £15 limit, didn't really take off, and then they raised it, I think, to 20, and then anyway, now it's at 30, and everybody uses it all the time. That combined with the fact that the debit card was changed from being a pence rate to a percentage. So it meant if you bought something for 50p, you wouldn't be charged 30p flat rate, you'd be charged a percentage of it. Those two things combined mean everybody's paying card for everything. And you know, if you're going to pay cash, you've got to really plan it in advance, etc. You know, get to the cash point. It's just, yeah. And the little cash that I do have gets pilfered anyway for parking by my family. So, you know, I'm card all the way.